Churches are now preparing for the first in-person services in nearly 2 months. Those services previously had to be outdoors per Governor Cooper's order, but now churches won't get in trouble for letting congregants inside. WCNC Charlotte's Lexi Wilson talked to a local church about their plans. Lexi?
Church services that were being held in parking lots just like this one can now go inside, but just because they can doesn't mean they actually will. The Good Shepherd Church saying they'll have tomorrow's service outdoors. Amid the pandemic, the way people worship has greatly changed. Churches empty and services streamed online.
There's nothing like being in person.
Under phase 1 of Governor Cooper's reopening plan, churches can hold services of any size outside. Indoor gatherings are limited to 10 or fewer.
We don't want our churches to become hot spots.
But there has been pushback.
He will negotiate with NASCAR. He will negotiate with other people, but he failed to negotiate with us, so he's left us no alternative.
Saturday, a federal judge issued an order allowing indoor worship in North Carolina churches. This means that the state and local law enforcement cannot take any legal action against churches or those who hold services inside. Now, church leaders have to make some tough decisions.
We recognize we have a tremendous responsibility to our congregation and to the people in our community.
Good Shepherd Church Director of Communications, April Portress, says they just aren't ready to go indoors.
We want to hold services outdoors. We're just not comfortable having that many people inside the church building.
The church using spray paint to remind people to keep their distance. Cooper saying this earlier in the week.
Regardless of executive orders, I would urge every congregation to pause and consider whether indoor services are the right thing to do right now.
The governor's office released this statement writing in part, "While our office disagrees with the decision, we will not appeal, but instead urge houses of worship and their leaders to voluntarily follow public health guidance to keep their members safe." The new order leaving people with mixed reaction.
I don't think that being within the church is too big of a deal, to be honest.
We're still putting lives at risk. And so I think we just have to be aware of that and just use some common sense, honestly.
And the new order does go into effect today and will last for 14 days. If you do plan on worshiping tomorrow, make sure you check in with your church first to see what they're doing. Reporting for WCNC Charlotte, I'm Lexi Wilson.